Okay, so today I'm going to make a quick video on working in retail and just dealing with customers. And I think for right now, I'm going to talk about the people that actually work in retail. I work in retail, and at the store that we work at, we always talk about our experiences at other stores, whether they're good or bad. And usually we talk about the bad just because it gives us an idea just how much effort we need to put in into actually doing a good job with a customer. As a customer, from a customer's perspective, I have a few problems with most retail stores. This is what I usually find. Either they completely ignore you, and it's funny because today Monica and I went to a store, and pretty much the majority of the time, nobody came up to talk to us. No one said hi, no one asked us how our day was going, no one really cared, to be honest. Even when I had a pile of stuff in my hands, not until we kind of got close to the change room did somebody ask to get us a change room. But usually either they completely ignore you or they are up your butt, so far up your butt that you can't even move. There's a few stores that really bother me as far as the customer service goes. There's a particular Mac store. Okay, look, I love shopping. I love being in a store. I love looking at new things. I love trying stuff on. Whether it's a makeup store, whether it's a shoe store, whether it's clothing, it doesn't really matter to me. I love going shopping, and I love spending time with my friends and being able to just have a relaxed day. So first I'm going to, start off with a MAC store that is currently in our mall. As much as I love MAC and I love shopping there for makeup and I enjoy looking at all the makeup and all that, that particular MAC store, I think it's gotten better over the last few months just from going in there briefly. I haven't been in there in a really long time, mostly because every single time I've gone in there, either people have completely ignored me and haven't said a word to me, or people have been so up in my face that I can't even take 2 seconds to think about what I want to pick up or what I want to buy or what I want to try on. And even one time I went in there looking for a lipstick, and there was a very particular color that I was looking for, and like most girls out there, you guys will understand, makeup is a very particular thing. It's like clothing. We all have a particular style. There's a particular thing that you really, really like. I went in there looking for a lipstick for New Year's, I think it was, and this girl came up to me, she started talking to me, but she started getting really close to me, and I have a very personal bubble. I like my space. I don't like people being in my bubble, especially when I don't know you. It's even that much worse. But she came up so close to me, and then she started talking to me, and she's trying to help me out, but she was being very loud and very forward and very kind of obnoxious in a sense. And then all of a sudden she took a lipstick, and I was holding a lipstick in my hand, but she picked up another one and just smeared it across my hand, which I do appreciate. As far as in makeup stores, they want to try and help you out as getting it as close to your skin color, of course, or whatever the case may be. They're not going to be smearing makeup on your face. They'll usually go for your hand because that's the closest thing you can get to your natural skin color. Now, she all of a sudden started smearing lipsticks all over my hand. I understand I'm looking for lipstick, but I didn't say it was okay for you to start smearing shit all over my hand. I got so frustrated and so pissed off the fact that she was doing this, and then she totally just kind of left me with all this crap on my hand. She didn't offer me a Kleenex until I asked for one, and that frustrated me so much. And then I finally picked up the lipstick I wanted, and I knew that she was going to put it, as far as sales go, I know people will put stuff under their own name if you guys get paid extra, obviously. And it was so frustrating because I knew her standing behind the counter with this horrible grin all over her face and just this cockiness and this air of annoyance just came across me when I knew she was going to get that sale, and she really didn't deserve it because she really didn't help me in any way. And on the complete opposite spectrum, there's also another store that I love going into. I love the clothing in there. Aritzia is one of my favorite stores, mostly just because it's got a good variety of layering pieces that I like to buy, like tank tops or sweaters if you're looking for a very comfy sweater, or sweats or bike shorts or spandex shorts. I love living in the spandex shorts. Now, I've gone in there and I've had kind of two experiences. Either that no one's completely, not a single person has come up to me and spoken to me and has completely ignored me, or they're bothering me. I have 5 or 6 different people coming up to me every 2 seconds asking me whether I want to change room, whether I need help, whether what I'm looking for. And as much as I understand the customers that come into a store, because I work in a retail store and I deal with customers every single day, and we deal with a high-end retail store, so we get a lot of people that come in with a lot of money that sometimes feel entitled. But besides all that, I deal with customers every single day, so I kind of understand where they're coming from. This is their job. They have to do this, because if they don't, they're probably going to get verbally spanked by their managers. I understand where they're coming from. But to be obnoxious and to tell customers that they look amazing in something when they don't necessarily do is a complete and utter lie. And you're probably doing that person more harm than you are doing good. And to get a sale, especially if you're working on commission, you can tell what stores are working on commission and what stores are not. Another example with Aritzia, it's like the minute you step out of the change room, you have 3 or 4 girls telling you you look amazing, and I've gone flat out and just been like, no, I think this looks ridiculous. It doesn't fit me right. It doesn't fit me up top. It doesn't fit me on bottom. It just doesn't look right at all. And at the end of the day, when I go shopping in a mall, that's why I avoid shopping in malls for a really long time, mostly because everyone has the same thing. If you shop in a mall, most people have the same shoes, and I like wearing different things. I prefer having my own particular style or wearing things a certain way, completely different from everyone else. Going shopping as a customer, I hate having a bad attitude, but it's after a certain point of shopping and people breathing down your neck or people trying to make a sale, it gets extremely frustrating. And I'm pretty sure enough of you girls understand. Most guys are completely different story for the most part. Most guys will go in, grab what they need, and walk out. They sometimes won't even try stuff on. They'll just pay for it, and if it doesn't fit at home, eventually it's probably just going to end up on the floor or it'll come back. But when it comes to me, it's at a certain point, when I'm shopping, if people are constantly breathing down my neck or trying to convince me of what I'm trying to tell them, as far as if I'm telling them it's not going to work for me, and they're trying to convince me otherwise, I understand some people, there's definitely different ways of approaching it, but when you can clearly tell somebody's trying to just make a sale, I flat out will just tell them, no, I don't want this, it's butt ugly, and it's not going to fit me right. And they'll usually shut up and just walk away. I hate being a bitch when I shop, but sometimes it just leads up to that point where you just got to be very direct with somebody that is just trying to, again, make a sale. We all need to make money, and we all need to have a job, and definitely when you're working with people, it can be extremely difficult. I get difficult customers every single day. I get bad attitudes every single day, and I can understand from a perspective of a customer when you've been badgered and bothered all long day of shopping, and you come into the store, and now I'm asking you how your day is. Now, usually with our store, they try and get us to greet customers all the time. This is kind of going to go off topic from my little rant, but I guess it all works kind of together. The one funny thing is when I get from customers when I'm working is when I tell a customer, or when I see a customer, they come into my department and I say, hi, how are you? And the funniest reaction that I always get is either they're kind of stunned that I've asked them how they are, or they look at me and they're just like, I'm just looking, thanks. And I look at them and I laugh because it's like, I don't care if you're just looking. All I asked was how your day is going. I don't care if you're shopping. I'm bored as hell most of the time. If somebody's going to be coming up to me and I'm just trying to make conversation, that's all I'm trying to do. If you need my help, you will probably ask me for it. Because I work here and I know what I'm doing. And I know what we have and I know what we don't have. And if I don't, I can find out for you. I'm the person with all the information. It's kind of funny to see nowadays when I go shopping versus the way people act at our store versus when I go shopping to other people's store. You see a really big difference in different types of retail stores and just in the attitudes and in the way people present themselves, the way people dress. It's really interesting to see because they always badger us. I mean, they always get up up our butts at work about greeting people, being friendly, making conversation. You can really see a change in a personality and the relationships you can build with a complete stranger. You could probably make somebody's day amazing with just being polite. And I think that's what a lot of people in customer service really need to realize. If you work customer service, it's difficult. It really, really, really is. I have horror stories out the ass from customers, just difficult customers. It can be extremely difficult, so I understand where you're coming from, but having a crap ass attitude all long day or just being up somebody's ass all long day isn't going to get you anywhere. So as far as my little rant of dealing with customers and customer service and just shopping, as a girl, I mean, I do a lot of shopping. I do a lot of looking around. I love just looking at the clothes and the colors because I'm such a visual person. I love just being around a ton of clothing and jewelry and all that. But I think it's really funny to see the demeanor of the people that are working and the people that are just shopping. And there's a lot of work that goes into working in retail, and it's very difficult. It really isn't easy. It's just like working in the food industry, probably just 10 times harder as far as working with food. Here, you can pretty much just in retail, you can just pretty much give a customer what they want. But if you mess with somebody's food, there's a lot more hell to pay with. And I can definitely understand that. I think that's all I needed to say, really. It's been bugging me the last few days, just getting out to all those who work in retail. Try and keep a positive attitude. Very difficult to. I'm usually grumpy by the end of the day, and I usually just want to go outside, especially during the summertime when the weather is fantastic. But when it comes to customers and dealing with customers, there's a way to deal with difficult customers, and if somebody just wants to be left alone, just leave them alone. Unless they're trying to steal from you, then stay up their ass as far as you can. And I think that's all I've got to say for now. There's a ton of videos that I can make about customer service. Either it's stories about customers, or it's just the way people act in retail, or just there's a million possibilities. For any of you that want to share your stories, leave them in the comments below. I would love to read them, whether it's working in retail or being a customer. I'd love to hear the stories, and maybe give me some positive stories of people that made your day just because you shopped at their store, or if you're the sales associate, a customer that has made your day. There's usually a few customers. I can understand, at the end of the day, for every happy, amazing customer that you get, the bad ones will always usually trample over that happiness, which really does suck. Try and keep it positive, try and keep it happy, and if you've got amazing managers like I do, maybe they will let you go grab a cup of coffee when you are extremely pissed off and blow off some steam. Anyways, I hope all of you are having an amazing day. Race day is coming up soon for Monica and I. Our race is coming up on Sunday. We picked up our lovely jerseys and our pin numbers. I posted a picture earlier on Twitter. This is my lovely badge number, whatever you want to call it, race number, and my amazing jersey that I got for Camp Hooch's race. It is on Sunday, which is also on Mother's Day, which is awesome because hopefully I will be coming back home in the morning with a bunch of flowers and sweaty and gross to hug my mother. But race day is on Sunday. I'm extremely nervous, not mostly for the race. Monica and I probably won't be racing, mostly, or doing a lot of running, mostly because she did bust her ankle and she did sprain it. So we're probably just going to be walking a majority of the race. We may do some jogging. It'll depend all on how she's feeling. It's okay. It happens. Life happens. I think I'm extremely nervous just because of what happened in Boston. I know it's most likely won't happen here in Toronto, but it still makes me extremely nervous. That's why I'm not going to bother inviting my mom. I'm telling her that the race is on Sunday, but I prefer her to stay home. What else? that's about it. I think we're just going to try and enjoy the next few days. I'm probably going to hit the gym tomorrow for somewhat of a light workout. I don't want to burn out my legs, especially because I've been working out really hard the last few days, and my legs have been really giving out on me just because I've been so tired, and my muscles have been so stressed from how much I've worked out. But that's about it. Monica and I have got a special fun time shopping spree going on later, and maybe I'll tape that if I can bring my camera. It's kind of a special shopping trip for the both of us that we're doing later on, and hopefully I'll find a new fantastic bathing suit for the summer. That is my mission. Bathing suits. Always love shopping for bathing suits. I will shop for bathing suits till the day I die. I did buy one, new one for this season, but it's very skimpy. I want to get something a little bit more heavy duty, or at least something that'll keep my butt in check, or at least hold on to my butt for the most part. And that's about it. So hopefully I will make a video soon. I know I've been lacking on videos lately. It's mostly just because work has been taking up a majority of my time, and then going out watching the hockey game has been also my story of my life for the last few days, every time they've played the Leafs. Hopefully they win tonight. Last game was a shit show. Come on, guys. Let's win this one, please. Have a good day, guys.